The kitchen was eerily silent, save for the soft clinking of glass against the marble countertop. A dim chandelier above cast a golden glow over the polished surfaces, making the crystal clear liquid inside the glasses shimmer. You stood frozen, your fingers wrapped tightly around a small glass vial, the weight of your own hesitation pressing down on you like an iron chain. Your heart pounded, each beat growing heavier, as if it were trying to push its way out of your chest. This was it. This was the moment you had spent months preparing for, the moment you had waited for, trained for, and yet your body refused to move. Your grip tightened on the wall as you stared at the glasses lined up in front of you. Some were meant for Taehyung, some for his cards. No one had seen you enter the kitchen. No one would ever know. If you did this right, if you executed the plan as flawlessly as always, he would never suspect. It should have been simple. It was simple. Then why did your hands tremble as you uncorked the vial? Why did your breath feel shallow, as if the air around you had grown thinner? Why did you feel like you were on the verge of making the biggest mistake of your life? You exhaled sharply, trying to steady yourself. This is just another mission. You whispered under your breath. You are an assassin. You have done this before, you can do it again, but this time something was different. This time it was him, Kim Taehyung, the man who was supposed to be just another target, the man you had spent 2 months solving, pretending, deceiving, the man who had somehow managed to slip past every wall you had built around yourself without even trying. You had come here to kill him. That was the plan. That had always been the plan. Yet instead of focusing on his weaknesses, instead of studying his every move for the perfect moment to strike, you had found yourself watching him for entirely different reasons. You had caught yourself lingering too long whenever he smiled at you, teasing you for being flustered by his presence. You're staring again, sweetheart. You had caught yourself remembering the way his deep voice wrapped around you like silk whenever he called your name. I don't bite, unless you ask me to. You had caught yourself wondering what if things were different, and now you were standing here, staring at the liquid in the glass, paralyzed by the one thing you had sworn never to feel doubt. Your fingers trembled as you tilted the valve, watching as the colorless poison dripped into the drink. It dissolved instantly, disappearing as if it had ever existed. Just like that, his life was in your hands. One sip and it would be over. No pain, no suffering. A quick death. That was what you had told yourself, that was what you had been trained to believe. Then why did your stomach twist at the thought of him collapsing in front of you? Why did your heart ache at the thought of his sharp eyes dulling with betrayal the moment he realized you had done this to him? You reached for the tray, your breath uneven as you forced yourself to move. This was your job, this was who you were. If you hesitated now, if you let emotions get in the way, you would be the one to die instead. Get it together, you whispered harshly, your nails digging into your palm. But as you lifted the tray, you hesitated again. The weight of the glasses felt heavier than it should have, as if the guilt had seeped into them, making it impossible for you to move forward. You could already see it the moment he would drink it, his lips parting slightly as the liquid slid down his throat, the way his expression would shift, confusion flickering across his face as his body betrayed him. He would try to stand, his hands gripping the table, his voice low and dangerous as he realized something was wrong. And then he would look at you, and in that moment you knew. He would know that you had done this to him. He would know that everything, the stolen glances, the lingering touches, the moment of silence between you had meant nothing, and the realization alone made you feel like you had already lost. Damn it, you cursed under your breath, gripping the tray tighter. Your heart and mind were at war, pulling you in two different directions. Your training told you to move forward, to complete the mission, to silence your emotions and do what needed to be done. But your heart, your treacherous, weak heart, was screaming at you to stop. Because this time, for the first time in your life, the mission wasn't just about killing a target, it was about killing the one person who had unknowingly made you feel alive.